Russia's defense ministry reported on Thursday a naval reconnaissance ship was in danger of sinking in the Black Sea after colliding with the Togo-flagged freighter. The ministry said the warship Liman had a hole as a result of the collision, which occurred about 40 kilometers northwest of the Bosphorus Strait. The ministry said none of the crew had been hurt and they were trying to save the ship. Turkish Coastal Safety Authority said all 78 personnel on the Liman were evacuated. The freighter was carrying livestock and all of its crew is safe.
Hi, Francis. Tell us exactly what happened. How did these boats collide?
Well, I don't know if it's clear from this position here, but the visibility is very bad indeed behind us. We can see perhaps 200, 300 meters. You'd think with modern day maritime shipping that wouldn't necessarily be an issue, but it has been cited as a factor with the collision of these boats, these ships that happened about 4 hours ago. As you say, it's about 40 kilometers to the northwest of where I'm staying, heading in that direction. The boats are, as you mentioned, the Russian reconnaissance boat, which was built in 1970. It was built in Poland, the Liman. That was built at the height of the Cold War. But it's collided with a Togo flagged ship that was heading, as you say, from Aqaba from Romania, from the Midia port in Romania, down through the Bosphorus Straits to Aqaba in Jordan. That was going to take about 6 or 7 days. It was 19 hours into its journey when the news came through that this collision had taken place. Initially, there were reports that they were struggling to get men and crew off the Russian ship, the Liman, but we understand with details from the Russian Defense Ministry that all 75 crew members have left that ship, but the ship itself went down about an hour, 90 minutes ago, as far as we can understand. So it was holed very badly below the waterline. The initial reports were that they were struggling to keep this ship afloat, as I say, 40 kilometers to the northwest behind me, but that was in vain. All the crew members are off, but the ship, the Liman, the Russian ship, has actually gone down.
Francis, remind us why Russian research vessels and warships are allowed to pass freely through Turkish waters, even while Russia and Turkey are fighting on opposite sides of the conflict in Syria.
Well, we can go back to many treaties signed a long time ago, notably after the First World War, certainly in the 1930s, the Treaty of Montreux. But as you and I know, it's an incredibly busy maritime thoroughfare, the Bosphorus Strait. Some 80,000 ships go up and down it each year. There is free passage, of course. This is all signed, sealed and delivered in the treaties from many decades ago. So the ships come and go freely. And bear in mind, of course, that excuse me, just behind me, just across the Black Sea in that direction, is the Black Sea port of Sebastopol, which has been the main Black Sea port dating back many decades. So the Bosphorus Strait itself is the mouth into the Mediterranean for many Russian merchant vessels. Of course, many of the countries around the Black Sea as well, and as well as that, commercial vessels. Hence this one, this Togo registered ship going from Romania down through the Bosphorus Strait into the Mediterranean. It was then going to go to Port Said in Egypt, down through Suez and to Aqaba in Jordan with its livestock, primarily cargo.